There must be a forum somewhere talking about this next topic, because I get asked at coin shows more regularly recently on where are those World War II steel cents, silver nickels, currency, where are they? And part of the answer ties to what's happened the last 2 years. The US government comes out with what? A special silver dollar, half-dollar gold piece, the greatest generation, a tie to World War II, a big silver dollar. This year, we celebrate the Marine Corps for the second time with a big, beautiful silver dollar. Well, those are topics of World War II, which means those lead to the others and the others just disappear. Part of the flow. Well, tonight we not only have a piece of that old puzzle, but we have the rarity, the rarest components today. And the price, well, as normal, it's the ABC way. So in 1943, the US government, because it needs copper, makes a steel cent. First time ever. Doesn't work out, and they go to shell casing cents in 44, 45, 46, back to normal in 47. Nickel is also needed as a war material, so we changed the composition of our 5-cent piece from nickel to actually silver. And those go through from 42 to 45, 11 coins in all. But the one component you never see in quality condition, because it just dissipated over the years, but also was destroyed heavily when the war was over, is the money, the paper money we used to pay our troops in both venues, right? Now, the Hawaii note is a slightly different story, but it starts with the Hawaii note. It was the first, right? So, Hawaii, we have big naval base. It's a transfer station for the war now that's going on. And they attacked it, which started the war. So the U.S. Treasury decides to make a note, a series of notes, with a brown seal and the words Hawaii on it. And they use them only in the Hawaiian Islands and further, right, into the war effort to pay the soldiers, the troops. Because that way, if anything gets run over at some point, they're not using our own money against us. They'll just devalue this note. And that's where the story comes from. Well, the same concept was applied then when we entered the war in Europe. But we entered the war in Europe in North Africa. So because of where we started, the nickname is North Africa, even though it was technically the European theater. Because once we moved from there, we went to Sicily, then to Italy, all the way into Germany, France, etc., with D-Day, etc. It's a gold seal. Now remember, we didn't have $1 gold certificates. So we used the 1, the 5, and the 10 as a gold seal, and we knew what that meant. So again, if it was overrun or a position was there, we had a fail-safe in the government system. Well, when the war was over, when the troops came home, they swapped out the currencies and then destroyed them. A few people kept notes as a remembrance of their own experience, and as a result, now, 3/4 of a century later, you're still able to find them. But when's the last time any of you have seen a note, either one of these notes, that looks as nice as these do? Usually there's heavy, heavy folding, laterally and horizontally. There's always discolorization. There's always slight rips and slight tears. Pinholes, because people used to hang them on their clipboards and other places. So over the last number of months, we find one here, we find one there. Baltimore, I think we found 6 notes combined. And finally put enough together to where we could hit the price point that just makes me smile when we talk about it. Because my competition on the same exact note, they call them circulated. They're nowhere close to as nice as ours. And they're at 117, upwards of 156 on the Hawaii note. And the North Africa is a little bit rarer. They're at 156 to 180 as their spread. Now, their 180s equal our notes. Their 156 equals our notes. North Africa, Hawaii, Hawaii, North Africa. These are just beautiful, hand-selected. Now, ours do come in that beautiful, large, heavy acrylic you're seeing. It just helps preserve and protect the notes. There is no discolorization. There are no rips. As you can tell, these are beautiful middle-grade circulated notes. So you're going to see a little creasing here and there, but not distracting to the overall presentation of or the presence of the note. Just great stuff. Guys, give me a 1 minute clock. One or the other or both, of course. Do we have the other denominations? For that, you got to check us out at avccoins.com. We have a tab that's for currency. Just check it and you'll see some of the great notes we do have. What a crazy and fun category it is. There were 1, 5, 10, and 20 Hawaii notes. There were 1, 5, and 10 North Africa notes. I know we have some 20s in Hawaii, the largest of all the World War II paper money. They're affordable. But again, it's all about value, quality, and it always comes down to price, does it not? Stuff I'd love to have, and now the enticement is the price, and I have to have it, right? Beautiful notes. Hawaii, again, Hawaii wrote Hawaii across the back, wrote Hawaii left and right on the obverse, the brown seal all tied together. North Africa was more subtle. It was a $1 piece with a gold seal, which gave it away as being a North Africa European theater note. Guys, at this price, it's special. Give us a call.